Aloha guys, welcome back. This is Ukalele FPV, and today we are doing a review of the Boldclash f08, which is a all-in-one Cmos camera with a built-in DVR so that you can get DVR footage without the breakup. I want to first thank Boldclash for sending this over for review, and let's get right into it. So inside the box, we first get the manual here that tells you all the channels. It is a 25 milliwatt transmitter and it has 48 channels. The channels are set up a little differently than a lot of the other ones, so you will want to make sure you look on here to find which band and channel you are currently using and that frequency to set it up here. For example, I am using f7, which turns out to be A7, which is 5860, and you will definitely have to look at that and keep this just so you know. On the back here it shows the dimensions. It is 20 by 23, and you'll have to keep that in mind. It's pretty big, definitely not as small as the Turbowing Cyclops-3, but this one has a built-in VTX. It has a field of view of 120 degrees, and the voltage is 2.9 to 5.5 volts. So if you want to have a DVR on your Whoop, this might be a good option. It also comes with 2 spare antennae and these connectors, which I don't know why they put them together, because you will have to cut it and then solder it onto whatever you are using in order for it to work. Just make sure that you have the right voltage going to it. As for how much it weighs, according to my kitchen scale that isn't super accurate, it says it is about 5 grams, so a lot heavier than most of your common VTX and camera all-in-ones, but it isn't too bad. You will just have to use 7mm motors if you're putting this on a Whoop, and that will definitely have enough power for you. I have set it up here that I have already put a connector on my Bull Shark, and I am going to fly it on here. So let's plug it in and show you the rest of the features. So I have my FPV watch here so that you can see what the camera sees. The camera has a little lens protector on it. So I've already preset it to my channel F7, and as you can see here, there are a few different LEDs. Here is the channel band, which goes from 1 to 8. You just short press it and it will change accordingly. And so you have to be able to see the camera in order to pick your channel. If you press and hold it for 2 seconds, it will switch the band A through F. So let's get back to A7, which is actually F7. There we go. And this LED right here is to show you if it's recording. So this button over on the left side is to start recording, and when you press it, it will flash. So make sure that you have a micro SD card in there, and you press it again and it will stop recording. So that's something you have to remember to do before and after your flights. And as you can see here, The latency, I don't really have a good way to do this. Maybe we'll look at this. You can pause it on to see the changing of the grams. It doesn't really help a whole lot, but you'll be able to see if it's a few milliseconds behind or not. It doesn't seem to be too bad. I feel like I'll be perfectly fine flying with it. And to show you the micro SD, it is a spring-loaded micro SD. It goes in right here on the side, and just be aware that it is spring-loaded, as I said, because you can lose it in a flight. Something I thought was interesting is that this right here is the antennas on the front and not the back, meaning the VTX might actually be integrated in with the camera, but I am not sure. Anyway, let's get it on the Bull Shark and get some flight footage. So as you can see here, I have synced up the DVR from the Fat Shark Attitude and the DVR from the f08. This right here is the DVR of the f08. It is supposed to be 720p, but it is actually just the stretched image. It's stretched from 640 by 480 to 840 by 480. They're advertising it as 720p, but it is not a higher definition than it really is. Right here is just a little DVR showing the Fat Shark Attitude V4 to show you that it is a little bit stretched, but it's practically the exact same thing minus the breakup. As for my thoughts, I think that it was a little hard for me to fly with. I am not used to flying with a camera that seems so dark, and it is an all-in-one, so it was kind of a given. We knew that the image wouldn't be as great, the light handling wouldn't be as fantastic either, but it works for what it's advertised, except for the 720. It will record your DVR without any breakup, so it makes it easier for other people to watch. What I would like to do is try to figure out what pins do what, so I can use the DVR itself and just record DVR of better and high quality cameras. So maybe I'll ask them for that pinout and do a mod and see what I can do for you guys, but I don't have any promises with that. One other thing is that you can put up to a 32 gigabyte SD card in there. And it shuts off your recording every 3 minutes and saves it as a recording and restarts it. So for that little blip right there, that it was just lost recording because they shut it off and restarted it. All in all, I think that it's an okay camera. It works for what it's intended, and I will probably be putting it on a TinyWhoop just to get some DVR footage with that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day and hope to see you next time. Please like and subscribe. Aloha.